Breaking news, breaking weather, solving problems. This is Fox 23 News at 5.
From luchador wrestling to this dunk tank, they are all new traditions for Tulsa's Cinco de Mayo. 2 years ago, a man was killed in this Midtown restaurant. Tonight, family and friends remember his life. You can feel the change here on campus. Just a week ago, students were ready to take on the world. Now they're praying for comfort. The shooting happened right here in between these two apartments with kids walking by. Here at Floral Haven, honor cadets are guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier. And one cadet I spoke with says when he puts on that uniform, he places his identity aside. 2 years ago, a man was killed in this Midtown restaurant. Tonight, family and friends remember his life.
I don't want people to forget about what a great man he was.
He was a great husband. Howard Bud Studdard was finishing up his shift here at Rib Crib, and while he was taking out the trash, 3 men ambushed, shot, and killed him. Although his life ended tragically, his wife Carol Studdard says he lived a life filled with love.
A lot of love in that man. If I was upset, he'd give me a shoulder to cry on. And he'd just hold me while I cried, and he'd say, it's okay, if I laughed, he laughed with me.
So tonight they light candles and share memories of a husband, son, father, and grandfather that they loved so dearly.
Daddy Bud joined all of us no matter what. He made us one big happy family.
He's the one that brought love and joy to our hearts, and we'll love him forever.
The Studdard family leans on each other for comfort, but they find peace in knowing what a great legacy Bud leaves behind.
I feel the worst part is the kids missing out on him.
He influenced a lot of people.
Saundra Adams, Fox 23 News. We are currently at Silver Creek Apartments where a fire broke out around 5:20. Right now, all we know is that 4 units were involved and 1 may be destroyed. The fire started on the balcony of this apartment, and when firefighters arrived, it had spread rapidly to the attic.
And had a pretty good fire going on the balcony. It had gotten into the attic.
Crews got the fire under control before flames reached other apartments, but not without causing some damage.
We had to pull some ceiling in a couple other units and squirt some water. So there was some water and smoke damage in a couple more units.
The Red Cross is en route here to help one family that is without a home today. The other families will be able to occupy their apartments tomorrow. Also, the electricity is out in this entire building while officials investigate the cause of the fire.
We don't know specifically what the cause was. There was not a grill on the balcony.
But Chief Long says it should be back up and running by tonight. Right now, firefighters are still working to salvage these apartments, and there are no injuries reported. Reporting in East Tulsa, Saundra Adams, Fox 23 News. As Jason Collins walked through these doors last night, safe and sound, he couldn't help but wonder, what if? What if he had run slower? What if he'd crossed the finish line just an hour later?
I'd still been walking through where the other bomb went off, so I mean, just thinking stuff like that obviously runs through your mind, but I mean, it puts reality in check really quick. The classic raising their hands, going through that finish line, and then boom, it hits. I mean, it's just crazy.
This was his 3rd year running the marathon, and even though he says Monday's events won't stop him from running next year, he says it is a game changer.
Makes you think it's not that big a deal to finish the marathon, really.
His phone died after he finished the race, and for 2 hours he couldn't reach worried friends and family, and they couldn't reach him.
Once I finally got service, I had like over 40-some text messages from people trying to get a hold of me. My Facebook is just blown up, and support as far as us being okay and everything being safe and everything.
One of those trying to reach him was his best friend, Matt Collins. He describes the worry and concern he had in the hours of uncertainty.
You're sitting there, you're looking at every webcast that's out there, any kind of news, any kind of picture, trying to pick out what he was wearing, shaking, crying, like freaking out. Your phone's blowing up from all his friends and family, and it's just ridiculous.
Saundra Adams, Fox 23 News.